Hello, welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Sean. On the workbench today, I have a Fender Geddy Lee Jazz bass, made in Japan. And these things are fantastic. This shouldn't need much. It still has the plastic on it. It's dirty and it needs a good setup, new set of strings. Let's see what else it needs. I definitely the frets need to be polished. Let's make sure the electronics work okay. I believe that they do, but we're going to double check everything. Everything seems to work. And you know, with these single coils, they're going to buzz when you don't have them both on. I always like to twist these knobs a little. Started out on a jazz bass. Well, started out. I didn't really start out on it, but my first Fender was a jazz bass. Okay, so let's get these old strings off. I think I'm going to go ahead and clean these potentiometers too, just because I want to. And we'll clean the frets. Before we do that, we're going to make sure that the neck is level. And yeah, let's start out getting these strings cut off. Okay, so I got the pick guard off. I've loosened the control panel. The neck is almost flat, but I'm going to go ahead and just adjust it a tiny bit. We'll clean this off good later. Sorry, that was a little much. It has just a tiny bit of relief in it, which isn't bad, but I want it to be completely flat so I can check on the so I can check on the excuse me, on the frets, make sure they're all level. Set you up so you can see everything well. Say is just about there. Just a tiny turn. Tell you what I'm going to use. Boom, that's it. Perfect. All right. Okay, so I'm going to check with the fret rocker here and make sure that these frets are level. They look to be in really good shape, just dirty. We're going to polish them. They don't really have any wear on them. This bass, other than being dirty, looks pretty brand new. I don't know exactly what year it is. Yep. All right, they're perfect. We'll just clean them up. Let's first things first. Let's clean those potentiometers. They seem to be working fine, but I doubt they've ever been cleaned. So, and all you do on this is just I can get you in a little closer. There's a gap on all potentiometers. Squirt it in. Doesn't take much. Again, this deoxit is the best stuff ever invented. Oh man, it just feels great after you do it. It's hard to explain. Any type of guitar or bass you have, stereo equipment that has potentiometers, I can't stress enough to just turn them regularly. Even if you keep things usually on 10 all the time, which I mean I'm guilty of, just use them just to keep them clean. All right, we'll work on cleaning that up a bit. Just go ahead and tighten this up right now. Take the chance on, excuse me, take the chance on disconnecting anything or getting any dirt in there. And this has a badass 2 bridge on it. I really love these bridges. I have one on one of my P basses. My favorite bridge is the Kick-Ass bridge by Hipshot. It's basically the same, a little bit more adjustability. So my number 1 and number 2 fretless basses, I use those instead of the Badass. This should be a 9.5 inch radius. Let's check. Yeah, right at 9.5. So we'll use that when we set it up to make sure that we're on 9.5. Let's go ahead and polish these frets. Hang on here, I'm going to get some 4/0 steel wool. Okay, and like always, I'm going to tape up the pickups before I do this. There we go. And again, this is super easy to use, the 4/0 steel wool. I always use these guards, that way I don't scratch up, especially on something like this. It has a gloss finish on the fretboard. So I just get a little piece of this 4/0 steel wool. I like that. This will do the whole fretboard. Not only does it make it look good, I mean, it makes it play great. These are pretty dirty. Oh yeah, wow, what a difference. Let me see if you can see the difference there. Huge difference. All right, so I'm going to go down and I'm going to knock all these out right now. No reason for you to watch me do them all. Okay, man, those things look great. I'm going to vacuum this up. If you have headphones on, it might be a little loud. All right. Always keep the workspace clean. That's what I say. I'm going to go ahead and clean up this this fretboard and the body. Now, this is a maple board, so I do not put lemon oil or anything like that on it. It doesn't help it. I don't know that it would hurt it, but it's pointless. I just clean it really well with some polish. And it needs it. This thing's dirty. I use this Dunlop 65. I love this stuff. No affiliation, although, you know, I wouldn't mind being affiliated. Oh, my gunk on this. Putting the DR Black Beauties on this. It does look nice with black strings. There's a little bit of pitting on this. I am going to see if I can get it all out. We'll see. All right, let me clean this up a little. Okay, and what I did too, this neck is so gunky. So this is ultra fine sanding sponge. I am not doing this enough to take any of the finish off, but I am doing it to get a layer of gunk off of it. Now on my bases, I do sand them down so that there isn't really much finish on the neck, on the back of the neck. Some people like it like that. Some people like the gloss feel. I don't love the gloss feel, but oh, tremendous, tremendous. We're just gonna do it this way. It still has the gloss, but it's nice and smooth. This thing really cleaned up pretty well. I didn't do a deep clean, and I just really don't do deep cleans. I just do I don't know what you'd call it. I just take off the big stuff. In this case, I wanted to make it playable, and so I needed to clean that neck some. And there's a couple things on this fretboard I want to try to get off. All right, that's pretty good. Let's take a look at this bridge. These are great. Just an old paintbrush. Really good for cleaning your bridge. Get all the dust and stuff. Works well on your headstock too when you have strings on it. This has I don't know if they're factory imperfections. No. Looks 100 times better. All right, so we're just going to put new strings on it. We're going to set it up. And, oh, before I do that, I'm going to put a drop of 3-in-1 oil on the tuning machines. And these are just, the Fender open gear tuning machines. They don't need a lot of maintenance. I use these once a year or so. This is all I do. I did check them. Everything's tight. Just go through and twist them. All right. Let's put strings on this. All right, I'm going to put this pick guard back on. I'm going to take this plastic off. Let's wipe it off a little. There we go. And this, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 70s pickup spacing. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Maybe it's 60s. I think this is 70s though. All right, we'll put these in and then we'll put the strings on. Okay, pick guard is on. DR Black Beauties, 45 to 105s. I'm gonna go ahead and put these strings on, and then we will set it up. I think. I did off camera. I tightened the strap pins as well. All right, let's get these strings on. Yeah, these black strings look nice on here. All right, no reason for you to watch me put all these on. I'll be right back, and the strings will magically be there. Before I forget to show you, I always put a little graphite in the nut on everything that I set up. Seriously, I just use a mechanical pencil. It'll keep everything nice and slick. All right, back to putting the string on. Okay, strings are on. So first things first, let's see if we are close to 9.5 inch radius on here. We're not. So I'm gonna lower these two center saddles. See, I believe this is the right size. And then, we'll probably have to adjust it some. One thing, when you're setting your saddle height, keep your saddles level. Don't have them tilted at an angle. it doesn't help. Will not play as well, and it won't stay in tune as well. That's probably pretty close. And I don't know that the action's going to be right here. I eyed it up a little, but first things first, we just want to get it at the right. We're close. So what we want is everything to be deadened. We're going to lower these two just a hair. And we may have this action too low by the time we do this. That's fine. Just want to make sure that we have the strings at the same radius as the neck, as the fretboard, I should say. Let's see where that gets us. And you don't have to use a gauge. That is just about it. You can do it by feel. Trust me, I set most of my stuff up by feel. But it's an easy way just to make sure that you're in the range you need to be. And when I'm setting stuff up for a customer, I don't like to just go by feel. All right, and still a little high. I think that just might get us. It's touching it. I'm going to drop it down just another quarter turn. See if that doesn't do us. There we go. Perfect. Now, let's tune this up. And I know I have the tune. Oh, here it is. I know I have a tuner here. And I believe he wants this tuned standard, so. See that? E flat. All right, it's pretty close. We'll check it again in a minute. We'll stretch these strings too. All right. All right, stretch these strings, retune it, and check the action. I think I'm pretty close on the action. All right. All right, that's pretty close. Let's see how this action feels. I'm liking that. Let's see here. It's got just a little bit of relief, which is what I want. I think I can take the action down just a hair, so let's do that. And I'm not measuring this action. I mean, the right way to do it would be to, but I know that I'm in the right radius. Let's see. And I'll measure it after I get it close to where I want it, and we'll see just where we're at. All right, let's see where that gets us. Oh yeah, I like that. All right, so let me start off by checking and seeing exactly where we're at. Yeah, I'm liking this. Okay, let's check the intonation. And sounded pretty good, but just so you can see what we're dealing with here. Get it right on the G. I think that's good. As long as it's within a cent, I'm pretty happy, and it's almost dead on. And A's got it. Okay, so the E could go, could get adjusted just a little, so we're going to do that. Almost there. Hang on, I'm going to touch up the E string and the D string. All right, so here's the E. Right on it. I'm going to touch up the D. Now, a rule of thumb generally is if you're going to the left of being in tune when you're on the 12th fret, then you'd want to move your bridge, your saddle in the same direction. In this case, we're almost there, so I'm barely going to move it. That's us. Right. Ooh, so close, so close. Let's just take it like a quarter turn. There we go. Perfect. And I think this G string was pretty well on. Let's just double check it. Ooh, wait, hold on. Ooh, just a tiny adjustment on this too. That's us. All right. So let's take another look at this. Geddy Lee Jazz bass. Nice instrument. I will I'll do a demo of me playing it here in a little while and get that posted. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends. Listen to Rifle every day. All of our music is on the playlist here, and rock on.